All right, we are live. It is Wednesday, 7 o'clock. It is Success with Mark Live. What's happening, everybody? Excited to be here tonight. Got some fun stuff to share with you, and we're going to dive into some good stuff. So, to give you guys here a moment to hop on, and as you come on, do me a favor. If you are, watching this, let me know that you're on. Comment and let me know where you're watching from. And also, if you are watching the replay, make sure you put hashtag replay. And if you are getting value from what I share, make sure that you're liking this, giving it some hearts. Make sure that you share it, tag your friends. I'm going to share with you 9 Facebook lead getting strategies. The majority of these are free that you can do. They work. I have used them in the past. I've used them currently, and they all work. Okay. So we're going to dive in here in just a moment. So comment if you're on, let me know you're here, and I definitely want to recognize you. And what's happening? What's happening from New Zealand? We have a Facebook user. Unfortunately, you're probably in one of my groups, and that doesn't tell me who you are. But anyway, hope you're doing well. Good. All right. So we're going to go ahead and dive in. And we're going to get right into it. Now, do me a favor. If you like some of these, if you have questions, we'll do a Q&A at the end. And I also have a very, very big announcement that I'm going to make at the end, something I'm super excited about. And I am very, very excited about it because it's something that's been asked for quite a while. And we finally are putting it together. And I'll tell you why we've delayed it as long as we have. And but I'll tell you what, it's going to be good. So what's up, Whitman? Whitman's over there on YouTube. All right, cool. So as you come on, do me a favor, comment, and we're going to get right into it. All right. So in this episode, we're going to talk about the 9 proven and mostly free ways to get leads on Facebook. Now, I know for a fact that for me, Facebook is by far probably the number one lead generating platform for me. It's the number one platform that I have focused on and I focused on building because my market is on Facebook. The people that I serve is on Facebook. So my focus remains on Facebook. Now, there are all kinds of other platforms out there that you can get into. You can dive into all kinds of them. Instagram, TikTok, you name it. There's LinkedIn. You've got all these different platforms, and you can certainly go out and make a name for yourself and really build your business on any of those platforms. But my focus is Facebook because my primary audience that I serve is there, and that's where I'm putting my focus. So, all right, so let's dive into it. The 9 proven and mostly free ways to get leads on Facebook. So let's dive in here to number 1. And this is actually something that is very, very simple to do. And you'll notice that this one is putting links in the images that you share. So, for instance, let me give you a couple examples of this. What you can do is when you go to somebody's profile, you may click on their header graphic. And what you can do is you'll notice when you click on that, it opens up into a window. And in the little comments, you can have a link right there to your capture page or whatever it is that you want to promote. This is a very, very effective way to get leads. But, however, think about all of the images that you share on a regular basis, all of the images and quotes that you share, the memes that you share. One of the things that you can do is put a link in the description of that image. Now, it is true that when you put a link in the image description, it may tamper down some of the reach on that actual post. But the thing is that reach, regardless, is pretty bad on Facebook. So, no matter what you do, reach is pretty bad. So it doesn't really, I don't really believe it's going to affect you that much, even as the algorithm changes. Because here's the thing, people will come to your profile or your page, wherever it is, and they will check you out and they will click images. And if you have links in there with little calls to actions, you will get leads from that because people will click on them out of pure curiosity and they'll opt into an offer. They'll visit a web page, whatever. So putting your links in the images and the memes that you share is a great way to get passive leads on Facebook. Okay, so trust me, this works. If you haven't seen my recent blog post, make sure you look in the description of this episode here. The link is there. You can check it out. It is certainly going to go into, and I give you some stats of actual stats of how I've gotten leads from images in posts. Okay, links in posts. Excuse me. All right, so that's the first one. Okay, that's something you're already doing. It doesn't take a lot of extra work to do that. All right, it doesn't take a lot of extra work. So number two, this is very important because we're actually on a live right now. But one of the things that you can do is you can use Facebook Live videos to drive traffic, okay? So when you're doing a Facebook Live, get out there, share some value with people, share something that people can actually use, share something that they can, no matter what it is. If you're in the health and wellness space, the health and wellness industry, one of the things that you can do is you can get out there and do a Facebook Live and share that value, share some tips, share things that people can actually use, and have a call to action at the end of that. And you can drive traffic to any web page that you like, okay? So that is a huge way to generate leads, our Facebook Lives. And if you want to get access to a PDF that I put together called the 101 Live Stream Ideas, go to markharbert.com/101. And that is a PDF that I put together for you. And it will help you if you're struggling with ideas to create live videos about. You can certainly download that and it will help you. So markharbert.com/101. All right. So live videos, get out there and do them. You'd be surprised how few people actually do live videos. It's amazing to me. People don't do it more, but anyway. All right. So let's go to number 3, making use of video ads. Now, this is not a free one. This is something that you would do with Facebook ads, but you can use video ads to actually get out there and promote what you do, okay? And one of the ways to do this is to, number one, create a video and then run an ad to that. And you can actually take that video and you could run it for as little as $1 a day. Now, here's what I'm going to give you, a little tip here. All of you have seen those in-stream videos, right? Where you're watching a video on Facebook and then all of a sudden an ad pops up, a 15-second ad in the middle of that video. Well, if you create a video, a 15-second video, so something very, very quick with a link, what'll happen is even when people are in the Facebook app, they'll see that ad. It's 15 seconds and a link will pop up right below that video that you're on. So what can happen is if you're effective in that 15-second video, that link can pop up. So that's one of the ways. And here's the thing. You could run that ad and you can run it for as little as $1 a day. $1. And I can almost guarantee you, you will get up anywhere from a penny to 2 pennies per view. So for $1 a day, you could get anywhere from potentially 50 to 70 people that actually see that video on a daily basis. Okay. And that can drive traffic to a website, a link that you want, whatever it may be. Okay. So using video ads to promote stuff for as little as $1 a day is a very, very effective way to get leads on Facebook. All right. So let's dive into number 4. That is now this is something a lot of people don't think about, but I will tell you it works and it works awesome. I've tested it over and over. You have the ability on a Facebook page and on your profile to pin a post. Okay, so in other words, if you go to your post and you look at those 3 little dots up in the right-hand corner, click them, and then you'll see where it says pin post. And what'll happen is it will put that post at the top of your newsfeed and leave it stuck right there. So here's what happens. As you're around on Facebook, okay, as you go around on Facebook, you like, comment, interact, things like that. People will come over to your profile or your page, depending upon which one you're on, and they will check out your profile. And if you have that post at the top of your profile or your page, and it's got a strong call to action, it's got something that, people would be very interested in, they will click on that and they will go over to your website or whatever it is that you have. So if you have something that is very, very powerful, you want to pin it to the top of your news feed so that when people come over to your profile, they see it and they'll click on it. Okay. I'm telling you, this works. What happens is when I'm out on Facebook and I have somebody that, maybe likes or comments my post, and especially if it's somebody that I don't know, a lot of times I'll go over and check out their profile and I'll just see who they are. How am I connected to them? And by the natural thing, I start to look at their posts and I realize that, hey, you know what? They've got, maybe some cool posts that I like. There are things that I have found off of people's profiles. So you want to utilize this. Now, it's very important, though, that if you use this, you have to set your post to public. You want to make sure that everybody can see your post, okay? Even if they're not friends with you, especially on your profile. But if it's on your page, then you're good because that is typically public anyway, all right? So utilize that pin post option that you have and use that to drive leads to your business. Believe me, it works and it works very, very well, okay? So the next one on the list is to create high-value blog posts. Now, not everybody has a blog, but that's okay. One of the things that you can do if you don't have a blog is you can create super high-valuable posts that you can, type it out and then post it on your Facebook page or profile. Now, I have a blog post. I have a blog, so I focus on creating content that I can put on my blog. It's my content. It's what I own. I own it, so I focus on creating the content there, and I share those on my profile and on my page. And, of course, it doesn't get the reach that I'd love for it to, but there's still clicks. I still get people that see them. I still get people that come over and visit my blog, and I get leads from it all the time. These are free, simple things that you can do that will make all the difference, okay? So creating high value and shareable blog posts is a great way to drive people to your website, all right? So the next one is, this is an ad, using the ad platform, but you can drive traffic to your website using what we call native advertising, okay? And basically what native advertising is it's essentially promoting content. So if you have a video or a blog post or something that you have that's of value and you want to promote that, what you can do is you can run an ad to that specific piece of content, and then you can have a link in the description or a call to action of some sort, and then send them over to your website, okay? Or you could even have a video that you promote, with native advertising, and you elicit comments, get people to comment on your posts. And if you don't have a website and if you're just looking to drum up conversations, you can certainly do that, okay? And that will work really, really well as well. And it's a great way to get engagement, okay? So native advertising essentially is, again, advertising content. So you're running an ad to content. And what it means by native is, like, for instance, it's content that kind of matches the nature of the platform. So, and what that means is people come to Facebook specifically to consume content, interact with friends, and when they come to their newsfeed, they're looking for content. And so a piece of content does not really feel like an ad, okay, if you get my drift. It doesn't really feel like an ad, so people are more apt to want to check it out sometimes, okay? Especially if it's something valuable that they want to know. So they'll watch that, and then you could potentially have a call to action at the end. So you're giving them some value first before asking for the click or asking for the lead, okay? So, but that's what native advertising is. You can certainly look it up and understand it a little bit more. But essentially, to break it down, it's advertising high-value content is really what it is, through paid means, okay? All right, so huge tip. Okay, this is number 7, okay? And this is a big one. Now, this is specifically for a Facebook page. Now, if you don't have a Facebook page, I highly recommend that you set one up. and use your page, okay, on a regular basis. Now, you can use a profile as well, but I'm a big believer in using my page a lot because that gives me the ability to target people based on engagement with ads. But here's my number 7 tip for you on a page. When you go to a page, you have the ability, if you look on the page, there's a button there. And you can put a button on your page where you could have them send you a message. You could have them shop at your store. You could have them click it to call you. But I like to use it where it's a little button and it says sign up. And it is a link to a capture page to something that I'm giving away for free, like a lead magnet. And you would be surprised how often you will get leads by people clicking on this button, okay? And I have tracked this myself with tracking and actually seen how many leads that I've gotten. And I've gotten quite a few leads when people click that button and go over to my website. And it's pretty awesome because it's free. Again, it's one of those things when you're out there liking, commenting, just doing the things that you normally do each day. People are going to come over and check out your profile. They'll check out your page. They want to see what you're all about, and they're going to come over there and check it out. And when they do, you've got a button there. You've got your pinned post there. You've got cool content that you share. And that's what's going to make all the difference. Okay. So very, very powerful. Use that call to action button on your page to send them off to a website of some sort. Probably, I think a capture page is the best if you really want to maximize and get people on your email list. Okay. So let's talk about number 8. Now, this is fairly common, not so much, I guess, anymore. And I'm not going to suggest that you go in there and spam. That's not what I'm going to suggest. But you can post your content in relevant Facebook groups, okay? Now, again, I don't recommend going into groups and just spamming stuff. I actually recommend going into groups and being active in some of these groups, interact with people, find answers to questions, or find questions in the group that maybe you've got a piece of content that you can share that would help them. So maybe somebody's asking a question in a group, how do I increase engagement in my Facebook group? So what you could do is potentially go in there, give a few tips and go, I created a video on this on YouTube, a couple months back. And, I here's the link if you want to go check it out. That's a great way to promote some of your content and do that. Now there are other groups that will allow you to just post your content in there. And if the rules of that group say that that's okay, then go ahead and do it. But that's another potential way to add your content to groups and drive traffic that way. Okay, so that works really, really well if you do it right. Now, again, don't go in there and start spamming because that can hurt you in the long run. All right, so let's dive into number 9, and this is our final one. And I've actually got a bonus one for you. But number 9 is to network and connect with at least 5 new people every single day. Now, here's where the first place you're going to want to start if you want to grow your influence. First off, you can go to your page or your profile. In this way, it probably works better with your profile, but go through your friends list. All right. Go through your friends list that you already have and find people in your friends list that you haven't really connected with in a while and just send them a message. Hey, Tom, I saw we've been friends for quite a while. We haven't really connected. What's up, man? Something like that. Start a little conversation, connect with people every single day. That's a really, really simple one to do. And you can do that by simply going through your existing friends list. It's not like you have to go out and find a whole bunch of new people. Half the people that you want to connect with are probably already on your friends list. And you just need to reach out to them and connect and start the conversation going. That's a really simple one, and in that you can just say, hey, cool. Hey, I've got a newsletter that I pump out. If you want, I can put you on it or whatever. That's another way to do it. Or I've got a Facebook group and I post a lot of tips and tricks and strategies, or I put health stuff in there. If you're interested, I can give you the link. You can come on over and join. Sure. There you go. Another great way to do it. So that's a great way to do it. If you want to do more than 5, by all means, go ahead. Just do what works for you. But start in your friends list. And, if you have people, if you give people the ability to follow you as well, you can also go in there, I believe, and you can check about who follows you. Okay, so that's a great way to do it as well. So these are the 9 tips, 9 ways that are literally proven. I mean, they work amazingly well on Facebook. Now I'm going to give you a bonus one, and this is we already kind of talked about this a little bit already, but the bonus one is to use Facebook ads, okay? And I want to talk about this for a second before I give you my announcement, okay? This is big. But the reason I love Facebook ads and the reason Facebook ads have been such a huge thing for me over the years is because, again, I'm on Facebook already every single day. It's where my market is. That's where I serve my market every single day. So for me, it's obvious that it's the best place for me to be. But I know with the limitations of Facebook, it really limits me in terms of how my posts get out there. So for instance, if I post something on my Facebook page, and, over on my page, I've got 36,000 likes on my page. But my post does not get seen by all of those people. So for me, in order for me to get better reach, to get out there and, get my message out more, I have to put an ad out there to reach those people. And so the thing with Facebook ads is, it's really not a difficult thing. And a lot of people are afraid, quite frankly, of Facebook ads because they think, oh my gosh, if I don't make my money back. Well, here's the thing. You can do Facebook ads for a very, very low budget every single day. I tell people you can start for as little as $1 a day to get yourself comfortable. So could you invest $30 a month for the first couple months in order to get very comfortable using Facebook ads, how they work? And then maybe, just maybe in month 3, you get real daring and you bump it to $2 a day. All right. And then as you get more and more comfortable, you eventually work yourself up to $5 a day and $10 a day. I have one of my clients right now who's in the health and wellness niche. No joke. He's building an email list. He spends $10 a day on ads. And I just got a message from him this morning that he is already up to 33 leads for the day at $10 a day. And it's because he's really honed in on his market. So he's adding 30 plus people to his email list every single day using Facebook ads. And so the key with this is you just have to get comfortable with it. And a lot of times people just are scared of Facebook ads because they just don't know. Okay. But the thing is that if you inch your way into it, get yourself comfortable, get into the ad manager, set up ads, learn about Facebook ads, learn everything that you can to get in there and start getting a feel for it. And then eventually, as you get better and better, you're going to get really good at Facebook ads. It has become my number one way to drive traffic. Can I use other platforms? Absolutely. I know how to do YouTube ads. I know how to do Google ads, but for some reason, I just love Facebook ads. I generate leads very low cost, and it just works when you do it the right way. All right. So that is my bonus tip for you. And I hope you got some value from all of these because they work and they work really, really well. All right. So I've got my announcement for you. Okay. And first, if you have questions, go ahead and start putting those questions in there because I'll answer some of these for you. But I've got an announcement for you that I'm really excited about. And keying off of what we just talked about with the Facebook ads, I have had many of my students for really the last 6 to 8 months asking me, when are you going to do some Facebook ad training? And I've been putting it off. And I'll tell you why I've been putting it off. Over the last couple months, Facebook has gone through some major changes, okay, in terms of how they run their ads. They've done some major updates in terms of, and it has to do a lot with iOS users, okay, and how Facebook ads are used in terms with iOS users. And so there was all this speculation, a lot of unknowns about tracking, about the ability to see and run ads effectively. Well, knowing that all these changes were coming, I decided I was going to hold off on this until I could get a grasp on what it was, everything that was going on. And I was successfully running ads and generating the leads that I wanted to and all that. Well, I've made it through all of that. I have gotten through it. I've tested. I've done plenty of my own stuff. And I'm ready to share with you guys a lot of the new updates that go along with Facebook ads. So starting tomorrow, okay, we are opening registration for what I'm calling the Facebook Ad Clinic of 2021. So this is probably going to be an annual thing that we're going to do because there's so many changes that happen all the time with Facebook ads. But starting tomorrow, we're opening registration. It's only going to be $97. That's it. Okay. And it's going to be a 4-week live workshop. And we're going to be able to interact. We're going to do a lot of things. I'm going to help you with Facebook ads. But my goal is to make this, super affordable for anybody. And this is going to be a great, great training. We may add another week on too. We just may do that. We'll see. But I'm going to walk you through all of the updates. I have some third-party tracking things that I'm going to show you that work insanely well. There's so many things and so many updates to Facebook ads that if you've been looking at Facebook ad training that's even 6 months old, it's probably out of date because of all the new changes that have happened. The basics are probably there, but there's so many new things that need to be shown to you. And so I'm definitely excited about it. Definitely going to be a lot of things. Facebook ads is one of my favorite ways to generate leads and build my email list and just build my audience overall. I'm also going to show you a couple ways on how you can generate leads and conversations without even having a website. So we're going to review some of that stuff, and I'm going to try and hit all the different scenarios and situations that you might be in your business. So I'm excited about it. So in order to make sure that you get that information, you got to be on my email list. Okay. Now I will send it out first on the email list, but I will post it on my page as well. So if you're on my page, do me a favor. Make sure that number one, you like my Facebook page, and then go into the follow settings and make sure that you set my page as one of your favorites. And what that will do is it will make sure that my posts are showing up in the top of your newsfeed. Okay, that way you won't miss anything. Okay, and it certainly will help you out. But I'm going to be, we're opening it up. We're starting it next Thursday. Okay, and what's going to be cool is we're going to have 1 week where we're taking a week off to give you time to implement some of the things, and then we're going to come in and do 2 trainings in 1 week. Number one, because I'm going to be out of town, but it's also going to give you some time to implement what we talk about. The whole idea of this is to help you to generate leads and conversations. All right. So this is a great, great question. Number one, first off, awesome, Melissa. Super excited that you're, looking at this. And then Rob, this is a great question, and I want to answer this. So will you have Facebook ad strategies for network marketing since you can't directly promote network marketing on Facebook? Absolutely 100%. This is who I teach and train, and I've been training network marketers, direct sellers, affiliate marketers for a long time. There is absolutely a way for you to do it. However, you can't just outright promote a network marketing opportunity. Okay. So I'm going to show you some ways that you can start to build an audience that will certainly help you with that. Okay. And Denise, yes, it will be once a week. We'll doing it for 4 weeks. We will have 1 week where we will be off. Number one, because I'm going to be out at Funnel Hacking Live, which is a ClickFunnels event in Orlando. But I'm excited about that because here's the thing. Okay. We're going to do the first training, and then the second week we'll have off so you can implement some of the things that I talk about in week 1. But going to this event, I'm going to be learning some firsthand information regarding Facebook ads, I'm sure, from some top marketers. And I want to hopefully be able to garner some of that knowledge and work it into our workshop. So I'm kind of excited that we're doing this during that time. So I'm going to be definitely sharing a lot about it. But we're definitely getting into this. I contemplated charging a lot more for this. I'll be honest with you. I was thinking $300 to $500, but honestly, there's so many people on Facebook, and $97 I think is totally fair to come in, learn all this stuff, and get in there and learn how to utilize it. And I think you'll benefit from it in a huge way. Okay, so be looking for that tomorrow. I will be posting it, and we'll be certainly opening registration for that. So make sure that you hop on that and get it. It's going to be a great time. And Facebook ads, one of my favorite topics. So, all right, guys. So that's it. That's all I have for you tonight. We've been going for 30 minutes. If you have any other questions, let me know. It doesn't look like we do, but you guys certainly are awesome. Here's one question, actually. Let me make sure I address this by Facebook user, which I'm not sure who it is, but it says, do you ever have budget with your ads that you post? Not 100% sure what that means, but when I post stuff on my actual Facebook page, I do run ads to those posts on occasion. Absolutely, 100%. So I do have a budget where I do run it to those posts. Let's see. Mark is asking, is the session recorded? So this Facebook Live, if you're referring to that, will be on my Facebook page. So the recording will be there. Now, regarding the Facebook Ad Clinic 2021, yes, all of that will be recorded. So if you sign up for the workshop and you can't make it to the live session, we will have that recording up and ready to go. Usually within an hour or two of the session ending. We're very quick. Like, we don't play around. Me and my business manager, once we have a recording, we get that thing up there right away. So usually within an hour or two of the session ending, you'll have access to the replay right away. All right. And we have a membership site that we put all that in. So you just log in, it'll be there for you, and you can check it out. Thank you so much, Denise. Appreciate you. And you're awesome. Appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, guys. So that is it. Be on the lookout tomorrow. If you got value from this, do me a favor. Share this with somebody. Share it with somebody. Share it in Messenger. Share it with a friend. Tag a friend in the comments. And, let's spread the wealth a little bit and spread some of these tips. They work, guys. If you go out and you make them work and you work them, I promise you'll get free leads. All right. Appreciate you. Have a great night. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye, guys. Look out for tomorrow. Facebook Ad Clinic 2021 is open for registration. See you then. Bye-bye.